Avery put up number 3. Y'all okay with number 3? Did you answer right? Yeah? Pretty easy? You just gotta watch those negatives. Those negatives get you every time. Alright, Molly's coming up to do number 4. Alright, y'all okay on 4? Yeah? Sweet. Anybody got a question? Alright, where's this go?
Workshop.
In the workshop section. Alright, everybody good? Calculator can wait. Alright, here we go. So yesterday we did ACT problems. Which ones?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3. Today, what are we doing?
Going over.
We going over them, right? Okay, so grab them out real quick. Okay, so if you've never taken the ACT before, hold on, guys. I get my copy out. If you've never taken the ACT before, what does it say right here on the side?
Here.
That's where you got to do your figuring, right? You got to do all your work on the side. They cannot do anything on scratch paper, except for me because I don't have an extra copy of this. So, look at number 1. You do not waste your time reading the whole thing. You read the question. What does the question ask you?
What is the probability that Lewis is a member of the club and not an officer?
Okay. How many members of the club are there? 32. Apparently, I ran out of copy. I know you got this. All right, 32, right? 32 members. But look at the question. It said, how many are not an officer? How many officers were there? 5. So what do I do to those? You subtract. And what do you get? 27, okay? So the probability is out of 27. So what's the probability that they're going to pick somebody that's a member but not an officer? All right, what number is that? C. I can't circle it because this is my original copy, okay? Y'all okay? All right, if you didn't get that right, then you need to fix your work. Fix your work. Yes, sir.
So this is like the actual question from the test they took last?
Mm-hmm. Because what happens is when they come to get help, I'm like, hey, can I make a copy of that real quick? And then we can just use them to go over the problems. Because they're not going to use these problems again. So, but it'll at least give you a good idea of what's going on. All right, number 2, here we go. First thing you probably should do is draw what?
Diagram.
Especially if you're visual, you might want to draw a triangle, okay? If you're not visual, then you can just look and label these letters together, okay? Like A and D should go together, B and E, and C and F. Does that make sense to everybody? But I am very visual, so I like triangles. Here we go. Go. A, B, C, D, E, F. All right, so what do we know? Do we know that AB is congruent to DF? No. AB should be congruent to ED. So I can't do F, so I'm going to mark it out, but not on my original copy. All right, AC, down here on the bottom. It's got to be equal to which one? Is that what that says?
No.
Nope. All right, next one. BC. It's got to be congruent to which one? Is that what that says? Nope. All right, angle A right here. He's on the left-hand side of the triangle. What other one is on the left-hand side of the triangle? D. Is that what that says? Nope. So the last one is C. He's on the right side of the triangle. Which one's on the right side? Is that what that says?
Yes.
C. You should have picked K. Y'all okay? Good to go? Y'all making 100 so far? Sweet. All right, number 3. Here we go. Number 3. Don't waste your time reading the question, all the craziness, okay? Because all the craziness, they already give you right here. Time is money on the ACT. If you waste time, then you might not be able to answer an easy question, and you could have just cost yourself a scholarship. Does that make sense? Y'all okay? Got C? C is correct. Very good. All right, let's talk about this. Here we go. What do you notice about this triangle? Go. Nobody notices anything? What about 65 and 100?
Well, 65 plus 8 is going to equal.
Yeah. You could do it that way. Yeah. You could do 65, because you know this one right here on the outside You know that 65 plus x is supposed to equal 100, right? How else could you have done it? Yes, ma'am. Very good. These are on a straight line, and a straight line adds to be 180, which means that one has to be 80. And then 180 minus 80 minus 65 would give you the x as well, okay? But if you see that Jackson's way would make it a little faster. However, most of us might not have seen Jackson's way, okay? So what should you get for x? 35, okay? Y'all good? Anybody lost? You okay so far? All right, where should that go?
Workshop ACT.
Workshop ACT. Make sure it's there, okay? Make sure it's there. All right, now here's what I'm going to hand you. I'm about to hand you a calendar. And where should your calendar go? The very first section. The calendar section, right? Okay, there's a small little error on there because we are not going to have a procedures test today because we split one of your chapter tests in two. It'll make it easier on you. Does that make sense to everybody? Y'all okay? All right, so you can get your calendar and you can mark out procedures test for today. Oh, the trash can. All right, so find today, and you can mark out procedures test. That's nice. Y'all ready? Good to go? Let that phone in, y'all good? Yeah? Alright, so look, I don't want you to freak out. You ready? I'm about to hand you a very large stack of notes. Do not freak out. You're all staring at me now. Oh my god. You're all like, oh crap, your eyes are real wide. It's okay. This set of notes is for the whole unit. Alright? So I'm giving you about 2 weeks worth of notes. So don't freak out. It's okay. So here's the cool thing. You ready? You don't have to write a whole bunch of stuff down, first of all. It's already there for you. Second of all, if you're ever absent like you were yesterday, for some of us, then what is so cool about having all your notes already? You won't miss anything, right? All right, pass the whole thing back. Did I give y'all 3 calendars? I don't want to do that a lot, Josh. Josh already been through this class. Man, he don't want to do it again. The whole thing. The whole thing. Pass the whole thing. Got it? All right, Cannon, pass the whole thing up to him, okay? And that one's yours, Gabby. Whole thing. Pass the whole thing. Pass the whole thing.
Like a what?
Take like a high heel, right thing.
Oh, I remember this.
I don't have broke, so I gotta get another.
Who broke it?
It's just old and it just got beat up. Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. You ready? What does your calendar say we're gonna do today? Well, we mark that out.
Notes.
Notes, page what?
1
and 2, and then we're just gonna start page 3, right? Algebraic expressions. And what's your homework tonight? Page 5. There you go. So it's pretty cool when you're absent. You can already see what we did. Does that make sense? Y'all okay? All right, but let's look at your learning target. Learning target. What's the very first thing we're going to learn how to do today? The very first thing we're going to learn how to do today.
Classify real numbers.
Classify some real numbers, right? Y'all okay? We already got it right here. Good? Are you okay?
Yes.
All right, flip over. Next page. Go. All right, you see this big old chart on there, right? This big chart. Okay, so every single number possible, every single one, you see this big old box, is what kind of a number? How'd you know that R stood for real? Because it says it right here, right? Okay, does that make sense? Y'all good? All right, so now flip over. We're going to do 1 through 8. And what are we going to do to every single one of those numbers? As real numbers, because every single one's a real number, right? Go. Classify every single one as a real number. Go. Phew, that was super, super duper hard, right? Okay, flip back over.
How do you learn this one?
Right now, you are always not talking about this. You think it's just not the All right, after real, look, after real it gets split into 2 sections, right? What 2 sections?
Rational and irrational.
How'd you know they're rational? That's Q and I. Because it says it right here, right? Oh, look, I even gave you some examples. Y'all okay? All right, so let's talk about real and irrational. You ever had that irrational friend that, like, you just can't say anything to because they just get all crazy? You had a friend like that before? Or somebody, an adult or somebody you talk to, they would just, you just say anything, I just got to walk away from you for a minute. You should be irrational, right? So irrational numbers are the same thing. They're crazy. They're like, they have no pattern whatsoever. See this decimal? Does it have any kind of pattern whatsoever? Pi's got like an infinite number of numbers, right? Okay, so let's go back to these. -185. Rational, irrational. Rational, there you go. So we're going to put a what next to him? Q. Holy moly, I have no idea about 4/9. What should I do? Go where? Calculator. And what should I do in my calculator? 4 divided by 9. What's 4 divided by 9? Rational or irrational? Ooh, we got a debate going on. Which one? Why? It has a pattern. Very nice. Do you see how it's a decimal, but it has a pattern? You ever heard somebody that does something crazy, but they did it crazy for a good reason? Right? So that's still rational, okay? All right, square root of 95. You ready to learn how to use your calculator a little bit? Some of you probably already know how to do this. All right, find the x squared button. Any kind of calculator you have, find the x squared button. You see how in blue has a square root, or whatever color you have? So you hit the second button and the square root button. And it should pop up like that. All right, so what's the square root of 95? Crazy or not crazy? Crazy, right? He has no pattern whatsoever. It's just a whole bunch of random numbers everywhere. So what would I call this? Rational or irrational? There you go. What about 5? It's rational. Ooh, square root of 121.
Rational.
Why?
It's 11.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's 11, isn't it? That's 11. That's a cool number. He's okay. What about 0.625738?
Irrational.
That's irrational. 24 divided by 8.
Rational.
It's a fraction.
It's 3.
It's 3, right? M.37.
Rational.
Why?
Because it has a pattern.
It has a pattern. It repeats. So that is rational. Got it good? All right. Let's look back at the other page. Here we go. If I classify them as irrational, we done. We don't do anything else to them. So look at this. You don't have to flip. Just look. Which ones are we finished with? Which ones did we classify? 3 and 6. Don't do anything else to 3 and 6, okay? All right, let's look at this chart. From there, the rationals go to which one? Integers, right? So look back up here. Integers are, well, let's not say the word whole number because of what we're coming to next. Let's say that they're not decimals, okay? They're not decimals, and what else do you notice about them? They're negatives, they're 0, and they're positives, right? So no decimals, no fractions, and they're negatives and positives. You want to know the way I remember it? It's a Z. You got to go all the way through the alphabet to get to Z, right? So integers are all the way through negatives to positive. Does that make sense? If that helps you, use that. All right? All right, what about number 1? Go. Z, very good. Integer. Number 2. Nope. Number 3. Number 4. There you go. Number 5. Well, I thought it was square root of 121. But it equals to 11. Very good. 6. Nope. 7. There you go, because it reduced to 3. And number 8. No. All right, go back over. Here we go. Then integers go to what? Whole numbers. What do whole numbers do? What's the difference between an integer and a whole number?
Integers include negatives.
Integers include negatives. Whole numbers do not, right? We chop off the negatives. So, anything that's not a decimal, it's 0 or it's positive. 1. No. 2. 3.
No.
4. 4 is yes. There you go. 5. Yeah. 6.
No.
7.
Yes.
8.
No.
No. Y'all okay? All right. Last one. Last one is a natural. So natural numbers are how you naturally count. You naturally count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Okay. Number 1. Do I naturally count negative 185?
No.
Do I naturally count 4 nines?
No.
Do I naturally count square root of 95?
No.
Do I naturally count to 5?
Yes.
Yeah. Do I naturally count to 11?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do I naturally count to 0.62573? No. Do I naturally count to 3? Uh-huh. Do I naturally count to 0.37 repeating?
No.
Y'all good? Easy stuff. Okay, here we go. Number one. It's the same thing we've been doing. The directions say simplify. Your mama tells you to simplify your room. She tells you to clean your room, right? She tells you to pick things up, put them back in their place, and make yourself look nice. So let's pick up number 1, put things in their place, and make it look nice. What you see?
8 and 4.
Why 8 and 4?
Because they both have a B.
All right, now let's look at 8 and 4. You ready? What kind of 8 is that?
Positive.
What kind of 4 is that?
Positive.
So that's like 8 plus 4. What you get?
12 B.
There you go. What else do you see? Yeah. What's negative 3 plus 9? What kind of 6? There you go. We'll take that further later. Are y'all okay? You got it good?
Yes.
All right, find a partner. And we're going to do 2, 3, and 4. Find a partner. We're going to do 2, 3, and 4. Move your desk around if you want to. Move them next to each other. Go. Next to you. Next to
Yeah.
All right, We're working 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Ready? Number 2. What would I do? Go.
Redistribute.
Okay, what would I get?
You get -10G plus 12K.
Perfect. Distribute this one.
18G.
What kind? There you go.
Minus 36K.
Now what? What would be my answer?
8G minus 24K.
Very good. And we'll take that further later, okay? I know some of y'all are wanting to factor, and it's not wrong if you factored. We'll take it further later. All right, what about number 3? What number would you distribute?
-1.
There you go. So I would get 9x minus 3y, and then tell me what I would get.
-2 plus 4y.
Plus 4y. Very good. Now, y'all did an excellent job of writing them in standard form. What is standard form? You don't combine like terms. No. You do need to combine like terms. You do need to combine like terms for standard form. Anybody know what standard form was? It's okay. You know, you just probably don't understand my terminology that I'm saying. How should I write this answer? Not the biggest number first. I don't have any exponents, so in this form, what would be standard form? There are no exponents. Quit saying exponents. You are right. You are right. That is the biggest exponent first, but I don't have any here. So what would I do? Why is that standard form? More specifically, how are those numbers with variables ordered? Alphabetical order. There you go. See, I knew you knew what I was talking. You knew it. You just didn't know the terminology, okay? So this would be standard form, and Jackson, you are correct with the exponents. We hadn't gotten there yet, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? All right, last one. Ooh, Lord. Y'all were struggling with this one, right? Okay, look. You ready? Fractions are our friends, okay? Fractions are our friends. Decimals are not your friend. In Algebra 2 with Trig, decimals are not your friend. I promise. You may think like you're saving some time, but you are not. Y'all ready? Okay. Looks like most of us got the first step that didn't do decimals, okay? So when I multiply, I have to have 2 fractions. So how do I make 5 a fraction? And what would that multiply to be? Y'all okay so far? We're not going to deal with fractions the whole time. Don't worry. All right, what about the next one?
8 over 3.
8 over 3y.
Oh, 3y.
Yep. What about this one?
6 over 4x.
Oh, that reduces the
3 over 2.
3 over 2. Very good.
Did you have to? Because I
It'll make your life easier. Because in a minute when we do something, it won't be so
just
big.
multiplied them all by.
It'll still work though. You're just going to have some bigger numbers. Okay? All right, what about this one? Very good. That'll be negative 2 over 4, which is negative 1/2 y. Are y'all okay? They lost. Let me show you a trick. You ready? Okay, normally, how do we add and subtract fractions? Like denominators, right? And then you got to get everything the same and multiply and all that good stuff. Well, let's look at this. What's the like denominator between all of those terms? 6. If I multiply all of those by 6, it's going to make those fractions go away. You ready? All right, because this is where some of them are struggling. All right, 6 is 6 over what number? 1. All right, so multiply right here. What do you get? Over. What's 30 over 3? Look at there. No more fraction. All right, let's do the next one. I'm done with that one. Do the next one. What's this giving? Over. What's 48 over 3? Use your calculator if you need to. 16. All right, what about this one? 18 over. What's 18 over 2? There you go. Are y'all okay so far? Y'all with me? See? Now them fractions ain't nothing now. We done made those fractions go away. All right, now what? Over. What's 6 over 2? Today's. Very good. One more step. Combine like terms, and we're going to put them in standard form. So standard form was alphabetical order. Y'all okay so far? And then 16 minus 3 is how much? What kind of 13? Oh. Positive. Y'all okay? All right, now, our calendar said we were going to start page 3, right? We're going to do 2 problems. So let's flip to page 3. We're going to do the first 2 problems, and then we'll be done. Then if we have time, we can try to do our homework. All right, you ready? It says evaluate. That evaluate means I'm not going to say A anymore. What am I going to say for A? And I'm not going to say B anymore. What am I going to say? 3. What am I going to say for C? Go. Remember order of operations, what were they? PEMDAS. Very good. All right, go. 1 and 2. Just 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Nice job on the first one, guys. First one looks good. All right, answer number 2 is right. All right, if you're finished, you can hold that page because you can check number 2 in a minute and you can start on your homework. Where can you find your homework at? Well, how do you know that? Because it's on the board for one, and where else can you find it? On your calendar. Very good, very good. So keep number 2 handy so you can check your answer in a minute, okay? Nice job, y'all. Nice job. We're just doing 1 through 12. You're talking about for your homework?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just 1 through 12. Yeah. Page 5, 1 through 12. All right, check your answer on 2, which most of y'all had that already. I don't think I saw one person that had that wrong. Are y'all okay on number 2? Anybody lost? Here's how we do homework. Sometimes I will wait until we have the whole page finished and we'll turn it in. Sometimes I'll come around and spot check certain ones and we'll just keep it. And then sometimes we'll just go over it. So you kind of never know what we're going to do. So, but this one's pretty easy. Plus it's the first one. So Monday I'll probably just come around and spot check it. Yeah, I know. It's fine. You know. All right, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. So what should you be doing right now? Homework. You got 2 minutes left. So what should you be doing? Putting my desk back for one. What else besides putting my desk back? And my calculator back, right? Hey guys, look, if you borrowed a calculator, please turn it off and put it back in the case to protect it and to save the batteries. If you have your own calculator, I suggest doing the same, so it'll protect it and save your battery. All right, so on Monday, those 12 problems are going to be due, right? But you should probably be able to get it done before you go home.